No matter what I administer, she's gonna need to drink a ton of water. Come with me. I'll prescribe her some soul-returning vitality infusion. It won't cure her, but I'm sorry. Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were Tunhung, you mind coming with me to retrieve my medicine?
Are you in trouble, Dragon Lady? I'll come along.
No. No trouble?
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
Ah. I can smell the herbs. It's around here. Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away! There is an even bigger monster protecting this one! When did so many creatures...
Careful.
Allow me to eliminate these obstacles, Dragon Lady. Stand back. The chill of my sword. Soon to be departed.
So this is why your hands are so cold! Give me strength!
Let the valuation begin! Go Nappy!
Your end approaches.
This cold isn't something normal flesh could withstand!
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all!
Easy, Numby! The market is unpredictable. Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
You impede me.
Stand down.
That paradise may be unsavor it for me.
Later.
All right, let me make sure nothing's missing. Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you, but it will nourish your...
Very well. The fate of a long-life species is inevitable.
You're Mara-struck? I don't see the symptoms in you at all. What with the incident on the Law Fu, I've treated enough. You don't seem to have any of that.
I made a deal that allowed me to retain what life I had left in me. I may be sane, but one thing is certain. My mind is... And yet, I still have many unfulfilled wishes.
I see. So you've learned to live with your illness. I can't help much with issues of the spirit, but the medical records do mention that calming the mind is a way to heal the body.
Really? How unfortunate. My hatred overshadows my other emotions. All I have left are the sword in my hand and my hatred of the past. If I am without either of them, thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. Meeting you has provided more heat. By the way, among those you've treated in recent days, did you notice a person?
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know. I'm not sure. We get injured patients from all...
The person I'm inquiring about is tall, with a serious expression. He
must have suffered some kind of sword wound. He had a strong scent of blood, though from the way he behaved.
He's probably looking for a Well then, it would seem that everything is in... Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years. If I remember correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while soon I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible transformation and great Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination. As for Jingliu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people. Now it is time we pay for what we have done. Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet your eventual doom. Blade, what a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death, all the while pleading for a place. And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain of the past. High Cloud Quintet, it is time. A wineless gathering, accompanied by only sad Jingyuan. Is it not time you sent me?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a Deca-light reflection barrier in hopes of meeting the 2 of you beforehand.
Jingyuan, you haven't changed at all. Always. But in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, we are... No matter. I will deviate if you insist. But this does not...
Then I shall see this gamble through.
Wait. Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is nothing else I can do for you. The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's slave already told you that the swords of mortals are...
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not...
You will only draw against an opponent. Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief. We were here once, 700 years ago. Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future. Their faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Cienjo lifetime. Yet, dreams will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
A familiar feeling. Almost as if we've returned to my first sword. You used the sword Insing crafted, and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed. It's as if they're saying, Why did you and Imbibitor Lunae commit such an unforgivable I know that you have no interest in my answer, which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question infinite times. Why? Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again? Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? Why? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword in the withered. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, all the pain, like when we drank to drown our sorrows.